Welcome to Pydle Day 110. Pydle is a daily puzzle but you need to solve by writing Python code. If you haven't played Pydle before, check it out at pydle.net. It's the link is in my bio. Okay, so today we've got a Pac-Man, quite crude, but as best as we can do with a 5x5 pixel uh, graphic. So have a go at solving today's Pydle. If you need to Pydle or you would just like some more hints on playing, we'll now solve yesterday's Pydle, which was Mario from Super Mario Brothers. You kind of have to be far away or concentrate to see it. It's a lot of colors and not really much in terms of patterns. So probably going to have to compare indexes, etc. So with that said, I'm going to create a sequence of three variables, I, X, and Y. I is basically the count of pixels from left to right, and then starting from left again. So goes from 0 to 24. And that can be quite convenient. So we use list comprehension. That's the tuple we return, which gets deconstructed into our variables. And we need I remainder 5, and I integer division 5 for I in range 25. Now, a few Pydles ago, I used the devmod function, but the devmod function only gives you X and Y for this, and we also wanted I. So it gets a bit complicated because then we would have to use enumerate as well. So this is, I think, the most compact way of stating that. So let's start with the reds. They seem to be the simplest. So we're going to say if y equals 0, and then these ones we can say y equals 2 and 1 less than x less than 4, but we can also just say or 11 less than I less than 14. So you'd see that's the count of the pixels starting from 0, 4, it's 9, 10, 11. So 11 is less than the red pixel, and then 14. Okay, we're going to do them as red. Okay, let's do run that. Okay, I quite often make this mistake. Okay, so that's the reds. Okay, next let's tackle the browns. So the bottom we can say Aleph y equals 4. So that's the bottom row, and x not equal to 2. Okay, so that would give us the feet, or legs, if you like. Okay, I did something wrong there. Oh yeah. Okay, so we've got the legs there. So what we can also do, and this is kind of a process of elimination, we eliminate pixels as we go through the if statement. So the reds ones have already been eliminated. So we can say or x equals and y not equal to 3. So you can argue whether that's more compact than saying having an in with I. It's a little bit, same. Okay, so we've got the browns there. And next we're going to tackle the blue. And for the blues, so what we can see, so the blues are quite simple because we've already eliminated the reds and the browns. So we can say everything on these two rows should be blue, the remaining ones. So we can say Aleph, and we're just going to say, there are various ways of saying those rows. I'm just going to say y less than, 1 less than y less than 4. You can see we getting close to running out of lines. So that is a problem with a kind of picture with a lot going on. Okay, so we've got the blues. Now let's do the whites next. So we can follow a similar pattern now for the whites. Aleph. So we can say x equals 4 or y equals 4. Aleph y equals 4 or x equals 4. So as we go along, fewer and fewer pixels are left. Okay. So now I've just have a final if statement for the orange. And because this is line 10 and we are restricted to just 10 lines, I'm going to do this as a one-liner. We still need an else if because we need to leave 1 pixel black for the eye. So elif x not equal to 2. So you can see we didn't even have to specify y there because the only remaining pixels which haven't tested true for any of these if statements are those 3. So only the one x not equal to, which over x equal to we need to exclude. And that should be orange. Okay, and that solves our Pydle. Okay, this was, I know, a lot, but quite fun and it's quite a pretty picture. Okay, so if you're a fan of Pac-Man or just have a go at solving today's Pydle, and I will see you again tomorrow.